All right, last day for the week. Please make sure, and I hope you're hearing me and actually listening, not just running the video, but make sure that you talk to your teacher and tell them that you need to take the Chapter 3 test. If you do not know what the test name is, the teacher's not going to be able to know because so many of you are in different locations that we can't keep track of all of you, so you have to communicate that it's time for you to take the Chapter 3 test. Outside of that, take a second again just to test yourself and see if you can do 1 through 8. Actually, the best thing you can do is try the whole worksheet, and then that way you kind of get an idea on what you got right and what you got wrong, and you can kind of fix it from there. But whatever you choose to do is up to you. Just make sure you're trying to prepare to get a 90% or 100% on this test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 questions, and 90% of 18. Let me see. Give me a second. While you're working or while you're listening, 90% of 18, 0.9 times 18 is 16. So if you can get it to where you only miss 2 questions, that means you're right where you need to be. So again, if you're trying to make sure you do a good job on this and you actually get your grade up and can stop doing this, check it out for yourself. But other than that, I'm going to start in about 10 seconds, but I'd say go as far as you can because once I start, I'm not going to stop. Keywords for addition, again, I'm not going to write them. I will just simply go here and make sure we see sum plus more than. Don't forget, and yeah, my printer messed up because it's tired of printing this sheet out every single day. It doesn't think that I should have to print it out for anybody that's seen it this many times. Sum plus more than. Remember that the asterisk is by more than because that switches. So more than, the reason why it's special, order switches. Keywords for subtraction, difference, minus, less than. There's an asterisk by that because less than, as this is going to ask you, switches. Keywords for multiplication, product, times, each, per, every, of. That's usually used in fractions. But again, these 3 here are usually used where you have to figure out each what, per what, every what, to figure out what your variable is going to be. Again, the key thing about the order of multiplication is it's always number first. Don't use a sign. Don't use a dot. Don't use an X. Don't use a parentheses. It's number variable. That's it. Keywords for division, quotient and divided by. That's it. And the key reason that division is different is that division is written as a fraction. But if you remember, every single time outside of multiplication, whatever is first, and outside of more than, less than, whatever is first is going to go first. Whatever is second is going to go second. So when we say each box holds 5 pencils, each means multiply, so it's going to be 5 something. Again, it's each box, so therefore it's going to be 5b. 2/5 of a number m. Remember that of means multiply. So we're going to do 2 over 5m because you're going to push those 2 things together. Multiplication says, I don't care about the order. Put the number first, put the variable second. I don't care who is in line first. Quotient means we're going to write it like a fraction. This goes first, that goes second, and that is all. So keep that in mind. Respect the order and get all the points you can. A number h plus 6. Plus means add. H first, 6 second. That's all. 6 less than a number j. Less than means subtract. 6, also don't forget less than means switch. So 6, which was in front, has to move back here. J, which is in the back, has to move up there. That is the answer that we're writing. Product, once again, means multiply. Those 2 things go together. And remember, product doesn't care. Multiplication doesn't care. Number first, variable second. Sorry that my pace is increasing, but this is the 4th day in a row we've literally looked at these questions. Difference means subtract. 11 in. There is no switch, so whatever's first goes in front, whatever's second goes in the back. That's it. 8 customers per session. Per means multiply, so it's going to be 8 something. So you ask yourself, per what? Per session. So S would be a nice variable to use for that answer. The sum of a number P plus P first, 8 second, that's all. If you're having an issue remembering a word, all you had to do, as I said in the beginning, is write down whatever word you're having an issue with and look at it and study it a little bit. Your brain will eventually get it. You all are smart enough to do this stuff. It's just the fact that you might not want to do it, and so you're not really getting it because you just don't want to. Once you actually want to succeed at this stuff, you will, but you need to pick it up because you only have 2 more tests to fix before your grade is locked as is. Difference means subtract. V, 11. V is first, 11 is second, and there we go. A number G minus 2. So G first minus 2 second. That's all. Divided by means we're going to write it like a fraction. 8 is first. U is second. That's it. Respect the order. Everything else will take care of itself. I promise. And as long as you get that down, you'll be in good shape. Quotient of f and 3. Quotient means we're going to write it like a fraction. F goes first. 3 goes second. That is all. 7 minus a number a. So minus 7 is first. A is second. That's it. Divided by means we're going to write it like a fraction with whatever's first on the top and whatever's second on the bottom. It's a very easy worksheet to walk through. And every question you've looked at is the types of questions you're going to see on the test. So there's nothing different. You'll see different numbers. Instead of each session, it'll be each person or each day. But outside of that, it's going to be the same test. Times means multiply. So we put the number first, the variable second. Every single time. More than means add, but it not only means add, it means switch the order of what's going on. So 7, even though it's in front, moves here. C, even though it's in the back, moves there. And then the sum, which means add, of a number 3 and Q. 3 first, Q second. There's no switching of the order. Make sure you work to finish all your Math XLs. And again, make sure you tell your teacher, and I would tell them today so they know. And then remember tomorrow or the next day you're in class that you need to take the Chapter 3 test, because if you do not tell them, they may not be ready. You may not be able to take that test. And every day that you burn is a day that you run the risk of having to repeat this class. And yes, for those of you listening, I am the only teacher, as in me. I am the only teacher that teaches it next year, which means you'll be stuck with me either again or all over again, or in the first place, stuck with me. So be careful. Make sure you make a good decision. And outside of that, I'll talk to you later. Good luck.